Hey, Tony Gasson here, popping in now to all my singles. You see what's in the bottom on the screen right there. So make sure you get on the wait list. Gonna be a lot of cool stuff, not just the app, but just a lot of cool things going on, cool opportunities across the board. We doing what Tinder and Bumble and Hinge have never done. So it's gonna be a lot going on. Can't say everything right now because they listening and will be copying. So you know how that goes. So they watch you from when you're a baby taking steps and copy everything you do because they are already big and established. So make sure you get on the wait list. We moving right along. Now I seen this post and it said, and it's talking about mate suppression. And they say a psychologist say this a thing that's happening. And it say mate suppression can be seen in many ways. In friend groups, women encourage friends to leave a man over minor issues to keep them single with them. Quote, you're too good for him. And this stemmed from this lady, MJ Gray, who built a massive TikTok following telling women to decenter men and not worry about no man and to stay single, and how she'll never get married. And then now she engaged to be married. Now it's a couple of lessons to that. And one thing you got to be mindful of now, if you are going through any form of ill, verbal, emotional, physical, and your friend is telling you to leave, then you know it's valid. I ask women all the time, are you being cheated on? Are you being ill in any kind of way? And if they say no, then I say it can work. That's the baseline right there. And a lot of times, and I know you wanna what? So you mean to tell me just because I'm not being ill or cheated on that I got to stay? What if he this? What if he that? What if he that? Don't nothing else matter. At the end of the day, nothing else matter. Anything can be worked out. Because you got to remember, you're a human. Your stuff stinks. You are annoying. You get on people's nerves. It's a handful of people like you. And it's really the two you come from. And sometimes they don't like you. So what that tell you? Somebody got to put up with you too. So we have to stop making a big deal out of little stuff when you are in a relationship, when you marry, especially, and turning molehills into mountains. And what's happening is it's a lot of, for women, it's a race to get married. It's a race to get in a relationship. So when you got a woman who can't get that, she can't get in no relationship, what do? She want to tell her friend, hey, stay out of relationship. Don't get in no relationship. And, leave them for this, leave them for that, and all that right there. So that taking changes things. That taking make things completely different because now you see that she don't want you to have nobody. Now, this is not the same as that struggle of a man is putting hands on you, dogging you out, mistreating you, and then here you are, you want to stay. You want to stay, and your friend keep telling you to leave. That's not the same thing. So don't get in that right there thinking that's the same thing. That's totally different. So you got to realize and understand and get to that place to know not everybody gonna be happy for you. Now, on the flip side, with the women who saying stay out of a relationship, don't get in no relationship, don't focus on no man, do this, do that. And like this lady, MJ Gray, was doing it online. She doing it online and she telling the world this. That right there makes you a target. It makes you a challenge. And I'm gonna be honest with you. For her to be talking like that, I bet, you don't have to have a big following. You could be talking like that at the office. You could be talking like that at the family reunion, and somebody brought a friend. You could be talking like that on Facebook to just your friends and family and people you went to school with. You don't have to have no big following online. You become a target. And I'm going to tell you who you are targeted by. You targeted by, I'm going to see if I can find the lady. You targeted by the men in the manosphere. That's who you targeted by. And that's who you targeted by. The MGTOW. She got 418,000 followers. And her name on there is the Texas Garden Fairy. And this lady here, she say, oh, this black women comment on her. MJ Gray was already blocked. This from Talia.
I was like, I don't know who this lady is, but when I went to search for her in the search bar, it's already saying blocked by you. And you know me, it only takes one time for me to see something you said that I don't like or it doesn't resonate with me, and you're blocked. So it's not so much personal as I'm not her audience. And honestly, every time a creator is in like a controversy, I've already had them blocked. So what am I seeing that y'all don't see? So for viewers, for followers, the obvious disclaimer. I think this lady will follow me. I just saw that MJ Gray's fiance, the fiance she met on TikTok. And I feel like that's the biggest red flag of it all. That is like the worst case scenario. So if you haven't been seeing all the hoopla with MJ Gray, she's basically a content creator. She does share seven, sprinkle type of content. She has a whole bunch of videos saying how she hates men, how she never get married, and you can just dog pile on it, right? And now she's engaged. So a lot of people are like, girl, you telling everybody their mama not to get married, and here you are about to get married, right? And I've seen that somebody.
This Kiara from Duval Finest.
He is about to dog you out. See what type of content she makes.
This a sister now. These two sisters, I think this sister follow me. What this sister follow me? Didn't she just say the same thing I said? She say he about to dog you out. And so think about this now. The lady, what did I just say? See, the sister's on it now. She about to get dogged out. Like if you out there, and I ain't gonna warn her though. I ain't gonna warn her. Y'all forgive me, I'm sending this to my wife. Because she did it to herself. And she know what she was doing. She know what she was doing. And here go MJ Gray.
You should avoid getting married. MJ, is this you? Yes, I am the same person. Save your fiance some
time. So she telling people not to get married. And that's what you got to be leery of when somebody, especially a woman, if you a woman, telling you not to get married. When women go to saying that right there, you know something wrong. You know something wrong. It's one thing, and that's the thing is, listen, you ain't got to get married, but you shouldn't fear marriage. And you shouldn't tell nobody else not to get married. If you don't want to get married, okay, you ain't got to get married. But what you have to remember is marriage if you having sex, marriage is of God. So if you don't believe in marriage, but you believe in having sex with somebody, you got the exit stage left because you all the way in the wrong. And it ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about that. Like, you can't enter the gates of heaven if you are a willing fornicator. It's just not gonna happen. That ain't how that works. And so that's what people be like, why everybody got to get married? Do you want to have sex? All right, then it need to be under a covenant. So now the thing about it is, men take pride, and y'all got to remember when I'm saying certain things, and I'm just saying men, I'm really meaning grown boys. Men take pride in flipping a woman, getting a woman to do what she says she'll never do. Like, that's a notch in the belt. This whole MJ Gray thing could literally be a bet. Like, dude could have a bet with his homeboys. I bet I could get her. Because I'm gonna tell you like this right here. No man wants a woman who don't want him. No man wants a woman who don't want marriage, other than for a notch in the belt. If he want marriage, like, no man wants that. And so he had to wine and dine and war. I would imagine he got money. I would imagine the man got money. The lady MJ, she looked like she would definitely gold dig. And she's talking about being a beautiful woman does not guarantee you love. Oh, wow. Now, who is Wizard Liz? Her video say being a beautiful woman does not guarantee you love. And this guy say, how do you know? Have you talked to beautiful women about it? What that old lie was unforgiving. But that's what you got to realize is it's a lot of people talking and ain't got no credentials to be talking, telling you stuff and shouldn't be telling you nothing. And that's what you got to realize and understand. It's a lot that's out there that you cannot listen to. And the thing about it is, online, that's the macro. You got to look at your friend group too. That's the micro, because it's happening in your friend group. It's happening on your job. It's happening in your family. Like, you will literally have your mom keeping you single, your sister keeping you single, your best friend keeping you single because they single. Or they could be in a relationship and they want to keep you single because you are their emotional punching bag. You their emotional assistant. You always there for them. They can call you at 1 o'clock in the morning and you will answer the phone because you don't have a man. And they love that access. They love that convenience because every woman knows when a woman get a man, she is harder to reach. When a woman get a man, she have to answer to that man. And that don't mean slavery or nothing like that. But what I mean is she got to come into agreement with her man before anything she do. Before she go here, go there, before she give this, give that, do this, do that. Her man got to be on board with it. And that just is what it is. And so you have to realize and understand that. So if you are a best friend, if you are always accessible, if a person can reach you all the time, and that's the thing is you have to start setting boundaries, men and women, while you single. So after 9 p.m., you can't do nothing for nobody. Like, call the police. After 9 p.m., call the police. Ain't nothing I could do for you. And you just got to have that rule. It might be 10 p.m. for you. Like, ain't nothing I can do for you. And you can't let somebody life, mental health, or any of that be your burden, be your responsibility. Like, there's nothing that you could do. Like, people be like, oh, well, I saved this person's life because I answer the phone. You're not gonna always be able to answer the phone. So if that's what they want to do, if that's what they determine to do, eventually one day they're gonna find the opportunity to do it. And that is not fair to anybody to have to be on call for the rest of your life for somebody mental health. That's something that where as soon as you see that, if you are a friend and you able, then if you got to pay for their therapy, then do that. Spend the money for their therapy to help them get therapy. Do that right there. Versus saying, oh, I'm responsible for their mental health. I got to be there around the clock. And you got to shift your mindset because all the power is in the mind. So what you tell yourself is what you're gonna get. So if you tell yourself, and here's the thing now, what MJ Gray did, she used women. Let me go back to what I was saying. When you tell yourself, I'm gonna meet my wife, I'm gonna meet my husband, and you say that, your countenance gonna be different. You're gonna walk different. You're gonna talk different. You're gonna smile different. You're gonna dress different because you are in expectation. And being in expectation, you're going to attract. And that's what has to be realized. Now, what MJ Gray did, she used the women as her pedestal, her platform to attract men. Because let me tell you a little trick that Jezebels do. They argue with a man. They argue or they contend or they disrespect, and that's how they get attention. And as men, we give that attention. We always give that attention. And that's what we do. And so that's what's got to be understood. Y'all forgive me. Got to test my wife. I pay my mama on Mondays. It's Monday. So that's what you got to realize is get to that place, get to that point to where you able to understand what's going on out here. And I'm gonna tell you what that MJ Gray did, because women try to do that to me online. I respond and then I block you. Lady came to me talking about the Shannon Sharp video I did. I'm talking about Jordan and was saying the wrong name. It was, and I'm about to say Royce Reed. That's the wrong name, but it was somebody, Royce Styles or something like that, who was, I think, the person in the video. But the video I watched, all the videos I watched, the bloggers kept saying Jordan. So that's where I got the name from. I ain't just make it up out of nowhere. And because he worked with them or something. He do something with Shannon. And so the lady talking about, oh, you saying my brother's name. You saying my brother's name. It's like, listen, man, tomato. Don't nobody know your brother. Like, it ain't even about an individual. It's about these men being down low. It ain't say his social security number, his address, and his last name. That's like basically he John Doe. Like, what are you talking about? Shut up. Blocked. If you watch my videos, then you know I say somebody's name wrong on every video. What you write me for? You ain't wrote me about when I said somebody else's name wrong. Hush and get the message and get out your darn feelings over here. Blocked. But that's how some people. And so here this lady claiming to be a supporter and then took courses and did all this. Why I ain't never heard from you then? Why I ain't never heard from you saying, Tony, congratulations, keep going. Thank you so much. You've been such a blessing. Why I ain't never seen your face before? Why I ain't never, but until you got some dissension because you want some attention. Blocked. And I say your brother name shouldn't have been in it anyways. If he wasn't working with him, then his name wouldn't have been in there. Tell him to pick better people to work with next time. Blah. And so I see that a lot where women will come and try to argue. Tony, I disagree with this. Disagree with your mama and shut up. Blocked. I had a client want to argue, go back and forth. Listen, man, you paid me now. It's like listen and learn what you don't agree with. Take that to the Lord in prayer. Like, I ain't got time to be going back and forth on his phone. I could be doing something else. I don't argue with Cherie Gaskin. Why I'm finna argue with Mary Jane if I don't argue with Cherie Gaskin? Why I'm finna argue with Jane Doe if I don't argue with Cherie Gaskin? The woman that I love with all my heart, mind, and soul, and gave my whole life to, if I don't argue with her, I'm not finna argue with you. And so that's what Jezebels do. They try to create discord and dissension for attention. And that's what that MJ Gray did on a grand scale. And the same thing about, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. And just like she said, the lady said she listened to Shira 7 sprinkle content. She was saying that's what the MJ Gray on. No man. And the same thing like that lady, the sprinkle lady. I ain't never watched one of her videos. I probably seen maybe 5 seconds of a clip. But the Jezebel spirit was so strong, I couldn't even go past 5 seconds. When I tell you that demonic spirit is so strong, if you watching those type of women, you're going to hell. You are going to hell. You are listening to the worst advice in the world. That advice will never serve you in a healthy, loving marriage. That is advice from the pit of hell. And you will only attract demons because you are hosting a demonic spirit. That sprinkle stuff and all of that right there, all of that hypergamy and getting a man of money and means and getting an older man with money, that's all demonic. It all comes from women who have been violated. That doesn't come from a pure place. Think about that. What healthy woman who's never been hurt, who's never been violated, who's not trauma ridden, will set out to go prey on a man and play a man for his money, to set out to just go get a man to take care of her and get him for his money? What woman who got a good heart will do that? Like, what woman wants an unequal relationship to where she's not equally looking out for him and doing for him in a genuine way? So like, I woke up this morning, I got my iced coffee made and I got my breakfast made. And it's sitting there ready, waiting on me. My breakfast, eggs and sausage, beef sausage, and my iced coffee sitting there waiting on me to come on to work. It's like, was ready before I woke up. Wife didn't even know what time I was waking up today. It's ready. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's an equal exchange. It's an equal exchange. And it's sacrifice both ways. And ain't no, oh, I'm getting over, oh, I'm doing this, oh, I'm doing that. No. It's equal across the board. And that's what a real woman gonna do. So when a woman is telling you to minimize a man, but yet she want to be maximized, and she telling you to minimize a man, and she telling you don't do this, don't do that, and she telling you use a man for this, use a man for that, and so that's the thing right there. That's a setup. And here's the thing though, the MJ Grays and the Shira 7s and all that, they don't know you. It ain't about you. They don't know you. That's about Satan. That's about the work of Satan. Satan say, let me take and use these men and women to decenter relationships, to decenter love. Love should be the center of our life. Love should be the center of our focus because God is love. When you take and say, I'm going to put love on the back burner, I'm going to put the desire for love and relationships on the back burner, you put God on the back burner because God didn't create you for business. God don't care nothing about your small business. God do not care about your money making ability. God care about love. God is love. God care about you loving others. God care about you being love, you becoming love, and you attracting love and giving love. Because what that love does is it allows you to love somebody and show the love of Christ through your actions and who you are and how you treat people. But it also allows you to create a family, whether you adopt or whether you natural birth, surrogate, IVF, whatever it is, to create a family and to cultivate love and to spread love. So now you send an army of children out there who know how to love and they know how to be love. But when it's all about give me, give me, give me, give me, what can I get? How can I get ahead? Who can I use? Who can I manipulate? That's the antithesis of Christ. Like that lets you know that is of Satan. Like if a man is telling men, teaching men how to use and play women, a woman is teaching women how to use and play men, they are sent by Satan, hands down. It's not about you loving yourself. It's not about you focusing on yourself. It's not about your self-worth. It is about demonic witchcraft and warfare to corrode relationships, to destroy relationships, to minimize and decrease relationships, to put an end to relationships. That's what this is about. It ain't about nothing else. The devil knows that God is love. That's all that's about. So you got to understand this is spiritual. So now the lady take, MJ Gray take and get 418,000 women to remain single while she ride off into the sunset to get married. She did the devil work. The deal she did with the devil is if you will take and get women to decenter men, to not focus on relationships, not focus on love, I'm gonna make sure you get the love of your life. That's what the devil told her. And along the way, she didn't know it was the devil though, but along, or maybe she did, but along the way, she was like, man, yeah, if I'm like, no, like the book say, men love bees. And that the lady who wrote the book and they be spamming in my comments, I be having to block all the little spam accounts that be marketing her book and all of that. Here go the lady saying this. Put all this right here, decentering men and all this, and treating a man like a pet and all this stuff, right? All that demonic, because that ain't mutual love. That is not how you build a healthy, loving, long-lasting relationship. That's how you get beat on. That's how you get abused. That's how you get dogged out. That's how you make the person you sleeping with your enemy. And listen, you ain't gonna win that battle. MJ Gray about to get dogged out. Either she about to get dogged out or she gonna be full of feces because she with a gay man. It's one or two. It's one or the other. The man is coming to get vengeance for all mankind, or he coming to use her as a cover up. So MJ Gray, when you see this right here, you better run. You better do like you done told these women to do, and you better decenter that man and end that relationship. Because I'm gonna tell you like this right here. It is absolutely 1000% utterly impossible for you to carry a message of not getting married, don't get married, this, and a man genuinely wants you. It's impossible. He is either gay or he coming for vengeance. One of the two. Because it's too many good women out here for him to choose a woman who been preaching don't get married. That makes absolutely no sense. Because It ain't like you the most beautiful woman in the world. It ain't a million other women that look the same. And so it's not like he seen him was like, oh, this the woman of my dreams. It's nobody else that compares. Nobody else is on this level. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who the fairest of them all? It ain't like that. No, he don't want you. He do not want you. He coming to use you. And I should let you get played, but no, I'm gonna tell you because you ignorant. So I'm gonna tell you because you speaking out of ignorance. You speaking out of self hate. You speaking out of whatever that is, low self esteem. And so, but I don't want to see you get dogged out. But you about to get dogged out because I'm a man, and I'm gonna tell you, I know men. One thing I know is I know men now. He don't want you. That man do not want you at all, in the least. Or he gay. Check his phone, check his laptop, get into them Epstein files because he got them on there, boy. Tell you that right now. Tell you that right now. It's one or the other. And so I'm gonna tell y'all, to the women, you fearfully and wonderfully made. You created by the ultimate being of love. God is love, the Alpha and Omega. Do not let anybody make you feel ashamed. And the same go for the men. Don't let anybody make you feel ashamed of desiring love. To not desire love, to not desire a relationship is of Satan. The only time it's of God is when you are in protective custody, when you in preparation, when you are preparing to be the best that you can be and to be properly presented to your other half. That's the only time that it's of God to not desire love. And that's what you got to realize and understand. So, hey, it's time. It's time to know. It's time to understand. It's time to get there. It's time to be real. It's time to wake up and smell the Folgers in the morning because it's getting real out here. This Tony Gaskins. Make sure you get on the wait list for those who want love. Get on the wait list, DateStinyApp.com. Destiny, that's a mix of date and destiny. It's a date with destiny. This is the app for those who are done with dating now. So hop on there. God bless you, but we'll talk soon. Oh, boys program link in there, one-on-one session link in there. Check those links in the description. Get what you need. Talk soon. Let me see. Oh, what time the next video will be? Probably by 8, 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk soon.